On for the PAT. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out to kick is Janikowski. And here's Lewis. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Ready. We're waiting. 21. Ready for check.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
4 down. Ready. Yellow waiting.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the tailback.
Like an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with two hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Out to kick is Janikowski. And here's Lewis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On first down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And now the spin. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Janikowski adds the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting. Watch the 4. 11.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
21.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So Breeze is going to stay out there. And they're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. We're waiting.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Good jumbo.
This is Carson. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll toss it out to Carson. Nifty move. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, let's go. Zebra, zebra. Cut. 380.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. And it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down. Cut. 380.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson on the move to his left. And that is incomplete.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Tight end right. Ready. Yellow lady.
They're going to try and throw. That's complete to Meredith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Spread left, spread left. Zebra.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And Dixon over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Zebra. Everyone's got 4 down. 380.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Janikowski bangs it through. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. It's caught right side, Dixon. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ed Dixon taking it in. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Janikowski good with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Out to kick it. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, eluding the tackle. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Breeze. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Dang, you quit on the tournament, man?